Frankenstein's creature not guilty of murder? Thank you.
Please rise. Are you kidding me? The court of the Second Judicial Circuit Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge Gibson presiding.
Everyone but the jury, please be seated. Mr. McNaughton, please swear in the jury.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and fair sentence as to the defendant? You may be seated.
Members of the jury, your duty today will be to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty based on only the facts and evidence provided by this case. The prosecution has the burden of proving the guilt of the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt. This burden remains on the prosecution throughout the trial. The prosecution must prove that the crime was committed and the defendant is the person who committed this crime. However, if you are not satisfied of the defendant's guilt to the extent, then reasonable doubt exists and the defendant must be found guilty. Mr. McNaughton, what is today's case?
Your Honor, today's case is the state of Pennsylvania versus the creation of Victor Frankenstein or Stein.
Is the prosecution ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Opening statements will be now heard from the prosecution.
Good morning. My name is Colby Montgomery, and I am the prosecutor in this case. It is my pleasure to represent the people of this state. On November 3rd, 2016, the defendant in this case is being charged with the murder of William Frankenstein, Henry Clerval, and Elizabeth Frankenstein by strangulation. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this case is about a defendant who cannot control his desire for revenge. The prosecution will call 6 witnesses to the stand. We will call William Frankenstein, who will explain what he saw on the night before he was murdered. Henry Clerval will explain what he thought about Frankenstein's creation. Margaret Seville, who will explain what Walton told her in his letters. Robert Walton, who will explain what he saw on the day that Victor came aboard his ship. Victor Frankenstein, who will explain why he created such a menacing creature, and Elizabeth Frankenstein, who will explain what she saw on the night of her death, if anything, and how Frankenstein acted on the night of the wedding. In conclusion, we would ask that you find the defendant guilty of murdering William Frankenstein, Henry Clerval, and Elizabeth Frankenstein. Thank you.
Defense, you may present your opening statement.
Your Honor, members of the jury, my name is Nick Tomarello. My co-counsel Lexi Schick and I are the defense in this case. The defendant stands falsely accused of the murders for William Frankenstein, Dr. Henry Clerval, and Elizabeth Lavenza. It is known that my client did kill, but he did not commit murder. At the end of the case, we will ask for a verdict of voluntary manslaughter. Murder is described as an intentional killing that was unlawful and was committed with malice aforethought, or more simply, premeditation. Voluntary manslaughter does not have premeditation. It occurs when a person is strongly provoked and kills in the heat of passion aroused by that provocation. In my client's case, he was provoked by William Frankenstein and by Dr. Victor Frankenstein, both causing him to feel rage and kill the victim. Ladies and gentlemen, the defense will call 3 witnesses to the stand. The first witness will testify to the sincerity of my client. The second will testify to the kindness in my client's heart. And the third will be my own client, Mr. Creature. also be filing a counterclaim against Dr. Victor Frankenstein for negligence, malpractice, and emotional and physical distress. After Mr. Creature was created, Frankenstein was so scared of my client's physical appearance that he ran away. My client didn't even learn right from wrong because of this. He had to learn on his own. Mr. Creature had nowhere to live, nothing to eat, and no one to take care of and love him. We have evidence to support our accusations against Dr. Frankenstein. Testimonies given by the witnesses, physical evidence that will be shown by the creature, and quotes from the Book of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. At the conclusion of the case, we would ask that you find my client not guilty of murder. The prosecution has not met its burden of proof, and we would ask for a verdict of voluntary manslaughter. We also ask that you find Dr. Frankenstein guilty of the 3 crimes committed by stated above. Thank you.
Prosecution, you may call your first witness.
I have to call Victor's closest friend, Henry Clerval Phillips.
Will the witness please stand to be sworn in by the bailiff?
Stand, please. Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the script. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please be seated.
Dr. Henry, what do you think of Frankenstein's creation? Can you explain?
Will the witness please speak loud enough so the jury may hear you? Please restate what you just shared.
I said I do not think he should have created a creature without being distressed.
How were you killed?
Strangled,
And what kind of marks were around your neck?
blood finger marks.
Did you expect this at all?
No.
Defense may cross-examine.
No questions, Your Honor.
You're dismissed. Prosecution, can you call your next witness?
I'd like to call Robert Walton, please.
Robert Walton, please come to the jury box. Bailiff, will you please swear in our next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the script. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Mr. Walton, did you or did you not witness the creature come into your boat the day Frankenstein died? Did you or did you not write to your sister explaining how the creature acted during his visit to Frankenstein's dead body?
I did.
Did the creature tell you about the people that had been murdered?
He did.
Did he say anything else?
He said that he murdered everybody that should be
Objection, leading.
What did the creature say to you when he arrived on your boat?
He admitted to me about murdering all the people and he said he should be
Prosecution, you may cross-examine. Prosecution, do you have any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to call Victor Frankenstein's wife, Elizabeth.
Bailiff, will you please swear in our next witness?
Your Honor, can you please remind witnesses please speak out?
Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the script. Do you solemnly swear to tell the entire truth and nothing but the truth?
I did.
did you see your killer?
Yes, I did.
Please speak up.
Yes, I did.
Can you explain?
I let out 2 screams. The first was when I this one coming out of the room.
How did Frankenstein act on the night of your wedding?
He acted very nervous.
Did he act like his creature was stalking you?
Yes.
Can you explain?
He just acted like he was scared of someone. He always was looking over his shoulder.
Thank you. Defense, you may cross-examine our witness. Prosecution, do you have any, defense, do you have any questions for this witness? Defense, if you have no further questions, we'll call for mistrial. You're dismissed. Prosecution, any further witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to call Victor's younger brother, William, to this now.
Very well. Will William Frankenstein please take the stand? Bailiff, will you please swear in our next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. You solemnly swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
William, did you see the creature the night you were murdered?
Yes.
Can you explain?
I saw him with my own eyes.
Please.
He was very hideous, hollow and thin.
And can you explain to the jury how you were killed?
I was stricken with death.
Were the marks on your neck from strangling?
Striking marks.
And if you were asked to point him out in the line, could you?
Defense, would you like to cross-examine this witness?
Question, Your Honor.
Stand. Prosecution, any further witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like our last witness, we'd like to call the Victor Frankenstein.
Victor Frankenstein, please take stand. Bailiff, will you once again swear in our witness?
Please raise your right hand, place your left hand on the screen. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Mr. Frankenstein, what was your reasoning behind creating this creature?
I wanted to make him like me.
Can you blame yourself for the murders of Elizabeth, Henry, and Lily? Can you explain why?
Because I didn't physically kill him.
But did you lay your hands on any of the victims or influence the creature to take any hateful approach to the victims?
No, I didn't.
Can you explain?
I didn't think going off on his own.
Did the creature have any effect on your life after the murders?
That affected my life. It made me want to go after him.
Why did you not agree to creating a female companion for visual creation, even though he said that he would stalk his murderous ring?
I didn't want them to make more creatures.
So by not creating this female companion, you were worried for the human population and its existence, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Defense, would you like to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, sir. Dr. Frankenstein, could you please explain to me why you created the creature in the first place?
To make more creatures.
Do you believe that your actions were responsible? After you succeeded in making your creation, your reaction wasn't good. I have some quotes from the text here to read for you. You said, Dr. Frankenstein, quote, "Now that I had finished, the beauty of the dream vanished, and breathless horror and disgust filled my heart." End quote. You also said, quote, "When I thought of him, Mr. Creature, I gnashed my teeth, my eyes became inflamed, and I ardently wished to extinguish that light which I had so thoughtlessly bestowed." And finally, you said, quote, "I could hardly believe that so great